Hello everyone. In last video lecture, we discussed about catalytic properties of a transition element. In this video lecture, we will going to discuss about color properties of a transition metal ion in detail. This is one of the most important property or exam point of view. In this video lecture, we will going to start a new property of a transition element, that is color of a transition elements. But before that, if you are new to my channel and if you like my videos, then please subscribe my channel, like and share the videos. You can also follow my Facebook page. Thank you. Here we start with the color properties of a transition metal ion, and generally it is observed that the compounds of the transition metal ions or the transition metal are colored in nature, in an aqueous solution as well as in a solid state also. Then when we listen the word color, then what strike in our mind as soon as we hear it? A pattern, color of a pattern is originated in our mind. A different colors, combination of a different color is imagined in our mind. So, but have you ever wondered why we see these colors? Someone says it is because of a reflection. Color due to reflection. We had heard that we see color due to reflection. This is the light, source of light, and here observer is here. This is our object. When the light is falls on this object, then the light is reflected by this object and it reaches to our eyes, and so we see the color of this object. But this theory later on proved to be failure, hence the next theory has been proposed. And what is that next theory? The new theory suggested that we see the color which is complementary to the absorbed color. Complementary to the absorbed color. The compound of the transition elements are usually colored both in a solid state and in aqueous solution. These are the solutions of a sulfate of a 3D elements, and all these are have their characteristics color in aqueous solution. These are in a solid form and also they possesses their own color. The color of the compound of a transition metal may be attributed to presence of incomplete N-1D cell. That means this transition metal ions or the transition metal shows the color because of a incomplete N-1D subcell. Here one thing is clear that N-1D subcell incomplete, it means that generally which consist paired electron, they show only the color, and the elements of which d orbital N-1D orbital is completely filled, they are colorless in nature. Element becomes colorless. In case of a compounds of a transition metal, the energy of the 5d orbital in the same subcell do not remain equal. It means d subcell consists the 5 orbitals dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square and the dz square. And this 5d orbitals in the same subcell do not remain equal. That means there is a slight change in their energies. Under the influence of approaching ions towards the central metal ion, for the formation of a bond or for the formation of a compound, when the ion is approaches to the central metal ion which carries the positive charge, then the d orbital of the central metal ion split into different energy level, which is called as crystal field splitting. This is our next theory, which is most advanced theory to explain, which is useful to explain the color of the transition metal ions. As we all know, we have 5d orbitals. Each d subcell consists of 5d orbital, that is dxy, dyz, dxz, dx square minus y square and dz square. That is, these are the 5d orbitals. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they are known as dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y and dz square. These are the 5d orbitals. Let's consider we have one electron in a 1d subcell or the 1d orbital. Here one electron is present here like this. When electrons from other atoms or the molecule approaches these 5d orbitals during the formation of a compound, when the electrons of other species are approaches towards this d orbital, then these 5d orbitals are split into two energy level, like this. And then when these 5d orbitals are split into the two energy level, then it is called as the crystal field splitting. Splitting, this word clears that the 5d orbitals are split into the two groups. So it is called as the crystal field splitting. 3d orbitals, that is the dxy, dyz, dz, are the lower energy orbitals, and 2, that is the dx square minus y square and dz square, are the higher energy level d orbitals. Then the electron first, as it is present in a dxy, so it is present or entered into the lower energy orbital, that is the dxy. Now when energy is supplied, the electron which is present in a lower energy level gets excited to higher energy level. It means the electron is excited from lower energy d orbital to higher energy d orbital within the same cell, and this is called as dd transition. And it may be defined as, in case of a transition metal, the electron can be easily promoted from one energy level to another energy level in the same d subcell, called as a dd transition. As we all know, higher the energy, lower is the stability. In this situation, here, as the electron is promoted from lower energy level to higher energy level, then its energy becomes high, and so it is little bit unstable. Then, in order to attain stability, electron in the higher energy level emits energy and comes back to the lower energy level. That means the energy which is absorbed by this electron is emitted by it, and because of this release of energy, this electron returns to its ground state. Energy is released and it returns to its ground state. The energy emitted, if its frequency matches with that of a color in a visible spectrum, the energy which is released by this electron when it returns to its lower energy level, it releases its energy, and that energy, that frequency of the energy emitted by this electron matches with the color in a visible spectrum, then we see the color of that compound or that compound in aqueous solution. The complementary color can be easily identified with the help of a Munchausen wheel. The complementary colors are placed diagonally opposite. Here we see what is meant by complementary color. The complementary color can be easily identified with the help of a Munchausen wheel. The complementary colors are placed diagonally opposite in a Munchel wheel. Then what is Munchel wheel? We will discuss here. This is the source, light source. That light is falls on this object. This object will absorb some light and remaining will be reflected by it. This reflecting color or reflecting light of a particular wavelength, or this reflecting light has a particular color. This color is complementary to the color wavelength absorbed by this object. It will better understand with the help of Munchel wheel. What is Munchel wheel? This is the Munchel wheel, which consists the 6 color: blue, green, yellow, orange, red and violet. That is the V, B, G, Y, O, R. V, B, R. Then these are in the Munchel wheel. These colors are oppositely placed: violet and yellow, blue and orange, red and green. These oppositely placed colors are called as the complementary color. Here, these are the 6 colors: violet, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. And these are complementary. In Munchel wheel, they placed opposite to each other: violet, yellow, blue, orange, green, red, green, red. That means when a particular wavelength is absorbed by the object, then exactly opposite color of it shown in this Munchel wheel reflected by that object, and that is the color of that object. This theory has been ruled out as it could not explain the existence of colors like a pink and a brown. The actual color of the compound depends upon the wavelength of absorbed white light. The color of the transmitted or reflected light is a complementary color of absorbed light. Hence, the transmitted color is a color of a substance. That means the color which is absorbed by the object is not actual color. The color which is complementary to that of absorbed color. That means in a Munchel wheel, oppositely placed color, if any object absorbed this violet color, then it reflects the yellow color. So we see that object is yellow in color. Here, these complementary colors are responsible for the coloring nature of a transition metal ion. For example, the hydrated CuDi positive ions. Here we consider the solution of a CSO4, copper sulfate, are absorbed red color light and its complementary color is a green. Complementary color is green. That means in a Munchel wheel, red and a green color are oppositely placed. So here we call them as a complementary color of each other. So when the aqueous solution of a copper sulfate is prepared, it is appear to be blue, greenish blue. That means the color of the solution is nearer to the greenish blue color. Like this. The ions having equal number of unpaired electrons have similar color. The ions having equal number of unpaired electron. We have in a 3D series, as they show the different or the variable oxidation state, and in that variable oxidation state, most of the ions formed by them shows the equal number of unpaired electron. And in a different oxidation state, this element consists same number of unpaired electron, and in that situation they show the similar type of a color. The ions with unpaired electrons are colored. Generally, the ions of a 3D elements or the transition element which consists unpaired electrons are colored in nature. That is, ions with the electronic configuration 3D1 to 3D9 are colored in nature. Some oxoanions like MnO4 negative, CrO4 2 negative, Cr2O7 2 negative exhibits color due to charge transfer phenomenon. Actually, in this case, MnCr consists paired electron. That means no unpaired electron is present there. But though they are colored, their compounds are color KMnO4, color purple in color, Cr O4 2 negative, this is yellow in color, Cr2O7 2 negative, it is orange in color. Though they have no unpaired electron, but their compound becomes colored in nature. The reason behind that is the charge transfer phenomenon, which we discuss later. Here we see the color of some of the first row transition metal ions. Configuration, example, and the color. 3D 0. Here the number of electron becomes a 0, then definitely the element which shows the empty or the vacant d orbital, that means they do not consist any unpaired electron, so their color, the color of the compound becomes colorless. Like that, again 3D 0, another example is the Ti4 positive, it becomes colorless. From these two example or from these two ions, one thing is clear, that the element of which d orbital is a vacant or which do not consist any unpaired electron, that means definitely their compound becomes colorless. Then 3D1, one unpaired electron is present, for example titanium 3 positive, Ti3 positive, it is a color, show the purple color. Again 3D1, the next example is the vanadium 4 positive, it becomes a blue in color. 3D2, one electron is present in a dxy, another one is a dyz, its color becomes a green. Example, vanadium 3 positive. 3D3, for example vanadium 2 positive, and its color becomes violet. Then next one, 3D3 shown by the chromium tripositive, its color becomes a violet. 3D4, violet Mn3 positive. 3D4 again, chromium dipositive, blue in color. 3D5 shown by the Mn2 positive, pink in color. 3D5 shown by the Fe3 positive, yellow in color. 3D6, here 4 electrons are unpaired. For example Fe2 positive, green in color. 3D6 or 3D7, 3D6 for the cobalt 3 positive and 3D7 for the cobalt 2 positive. This CO3 positive because of the 3D6 electronic configuration and CO2 positive because of a 3D7 electronic configuration. The color of the compound formed by the cobalt tripositive is a blue in color, and the compound formed by the CO dipositive ion is a pink in color. 3D8, the example of a 3D8 electronic configuration is Ni2 positive and its compound becomes a green in color. 3D9, Cu dipositive, blue in color. 3D10, Zn dipositive, colorless. Here all the electrons in the d orbital becomes colored. Here all the electrons in the 3D orbital becomes a pair, so the compound formed by the Zn dipositive is colorless. From this table, it is clear that the number of unpaired electron present in the n-1 d orbital shows the color, and the ions of the 3D element or the transition series element consist 0 electron, 0 unpaired electron, or all paired electron, then their compound becomes a colorless. So if we know the electronic configuration accurately, or the how many number of unpaired electrons are present, from this we clear the compound formed by that ion is a colorless or the colored.